breakfast time. We just had a croissant. We're about to have another one. We've got our coffees. And it's an absolutely horrific, horrible day. We've got a 100% chance of rain. We've got about 33k to do, so not a long day. We're riding through Salerno today. And we're heading to a town just probably about 10k's out of Salerno. We're heading back towards the middle of Italy to follow the Eurovelo 5 back up to Rome. Well, we're away finally into the rainy day, all day by the look of it. Well, apparently the Giro d'Italia went around the Amalfi Coast this year, so I'll be able to watch the rerun of that when I get home. And hopefully it was sunny when they went around there. I can see what I missed. Well, it's been a battle this morning. Yeah, the rain is definitely starting to grind on me a little bit, but nothing you can do about it. I am still having fun, believe it or not. Getting rained on all day.
Glorious day on the Amalfi. Couldn't be anywhere else.
We're soaking it up. Soaking in the Amalfi Coast. Well, we've been climbing ever since we left our little Maiori town. It's not a massive climb, but gets you warmed up in the morning, that's for sure. I don't think we're too far from Salerno now. I could use another coffee already. Another pee stop. It's the problem with drinking coffee all the time. All the water just goes straight through you. There's an awesome hotel restaurant down here. How is that for a spot? Well, Salerno is down there somewhere. Well, that whole area is probably Salerno, all those houses, because Salerno is pretty big.
Salerno is a city of historical and cultural significance. It boasts a charming medieval old town where narrow winding streets lead to picturesque piazzas and churches like the Duomo with its striking medieval frescoes. Salerno's seafront promenade offers breathtaking views of the Tyrrhenian Sea. It's also known for its renowned medical school, which traces its roots to the ancient Schola Medica Salernitana. The city is a gateway to the stunning Amalfi Coast and is celebrated for its traditional cuisine, including a famous pastry. Salerno is a captivating blend of history, art, and natural beauty.
Well, this is Salerno for sure, but we're sort of bypassing the center of town. Well, we just had a well-earned coffee break, and the rain has not let up at all. But it feels good to get a croissant and a coffee in. Really tricky navigating through old towns. None of Italy's cities are on a grid like in Australia because they're so old. So there's little streets going in every which direction. Makes following the GPS a little bit tricky, but we got through it, especially when it's raining and traffic. Italy's definitely testing us out. The rain's not so bad once you accept it, and you know you're just gonna have to deal with it all day. We're not wet, We're not cold. We've got the right gear on. We're covered in Gore-Tex and I've got rubber booties on. I've even got rubber gloves over the top of my riding gloves. So everything's warm and dry. And you just settle into it. Just accept it and settle into it. That's not so bad. 35k, shorter day today, which suits me fine. I can get into the room, dry out our stuff. Well, the rain's finally let off a bit. Now we've got howling wind. It's the view from our Airbnb, and we've really scored with our Airbnb tonight because it's really nice. It still looks like a bomb went off in it because of all of our stuff, but it's a nice place. This is a common area, but no one else is here. So we've got a kitchen all to ourselves. Well, 16th of May, day 6. We're in Mercato San Severino. We're about to head off over that mountain range up there. About 600 meters elevation. The rain is still here, obviously. The wind has definitely picked up since yesterday. We're going to go through Avellino. Accommodation's going to be at Benevento. So hopefully we don't get too wet. We go up to 600 meters and then we drop down to about 350 and then back up to 630. So a bit of a climbing day. The restaurant last night was awesome. It had liquor shelves at one end. It was really beautiful. There's no one in there. We were the only ones. Food was absolutely delicious. Had a pizza and we shared a pasta dish. It was so good. We were pronouncing pizzeria as pizzeria, and this New Yorker that owned a deli, when we said, oh, Dad said is the pizzeria across the road, all right? He said, oh, you mean the pizzeria? Oh yeah, pizzeria. And the funny thing is we both knew the word pizzeria and have spoken the word pizzeria, but when we read it, for some reason pizzeria came out. That New Yorker must have thought we were idiots. Where you from? Australia. Ah. So the routes we're following from Salerno back to Rome are actually commute routes, but they're following a valley that the Eurovelo 5 follows, because there's no actual GPX files for the Eurovelo on that section. They don't all have GPX files, the Eurovelo routes, and so I just put them all in on commute on the touring bike setting. So that's the route we're on now, all the way back to Rome. Dad was just saying that the cars must look at us and think we're mental. And I remember the first time I saw a touring bike when we did a tour of the Great Ocean Road on road bikes with a caravan with a friend of Dad's. I saw my first touring bike and I thought, stuff that, carrying all that weight, why would you want to do that? And now I just love it. Absolutely love it. We'll be up in the clouds when we get to the top of this. We can't see the top because of the cloud.
Had a chorus of dogs through here. Buongiorno. Oh, she's kicked up now, it's 13%. But we've only got 1.2 left to go on our first climb. One of 3. That's a beautiful shepherd. Oh, it's just flattened out. We've got a bit of reprieve. Well, that was a killer. The last few hundred meters have been 16%, with sections go up to 20%. That last 30-40 meters was 20%. What a killer. I've got about 42 kilos. Got about 3.6 kilos worth of electronics, batteries, camera equipment, and then add food and water. I'm probably about 42 kilos. Dry weight without all the camera gear and water and food is about 34, which is not too bad for a touring bike with camping equipment. But wow, that's the hardest climb I've ever done, and with the heaviest bike I've ever had. Never been on 20% with that much weight. That was not fun. This way. Well, we're up in the mist now. We're at the top of the first climb. We're at about 600 meters elevation. It's really misty up here. Well, we've got a bit of flat for a while until we get to our next climb. Dad's zigzagging already. Hello. Hello. It's amazing how quick you can go from sweating and hot to cold after having that coffee and sitting there for 10-15 minutes. Got really cold, and now I'm back to hot again in a matter of a few minutes coming up this climb. Well, we've started our last climb. We've got 280 meters of ascent to go. One dog starts and it starts the whole neighborhood. Well, we just had another rude little 15% kicker just when we thought we were there. Should only have 10 meters of elevation left. Woohoo! And we've got a house tonight, and hopefully we don't have to deal with stairs and elevators. Downhill with a tailwind, gotta love this. Well, we made it and we have scored because we are on the ground floor, first time ever. Just walk straight in. Bloody beautiful. Okay, route notes. This is the Eurovelo website, and this is in green the Eurovelo 7 we've followed down from Rome. This is the Amalfi Coast here, and we actually left this route in Salerno and headed up to Benevento, where we would pick up the Eurovelo 5 in Benevento here. As you can see, it's a straight line here, and there's no GPX files, and this is what I meant by I just created the routes in Komoot to get up to here. And actually, I just created my own all the way back to Rome. There might be GPX files here. As you can see, it's a squiggly line that looks like a road. And if you wanted to download those routes, you can do that on this page. Right here, download this route in GPX. But the Komoot route was great. Some of it was actually better than the coast. Better than the Eurovelo 7. I really enjoyed it.